I wanted to go ahead and go live. I mean, look at that. I am sitting on my back deck. You see that rainbow right there? Let's see. I wonder if we can get a double rainbow. Do we have the double today? No, we don't, but we have been here and had a gorgeous double rainbow. I did a short about a year ago, and you could see both ends of the rainbow. I just thought that was the prettiest thing. I have not been out on my deck this year to do a video. Well, I tried to get the sunshine. Remember, I did. I tried to get the sunshine, and it was a cloudy day, so the sun came up, but it was behind the clouds. I wanted to have this thing landscape, but it told me to turn it, so I don't know if I can do anything with that right now since it's already started. I guess that would be in the settings. If anyone knows. Hi Samantha, how are you doing? I said, look at that. So we've gotten that from my deck before. Let's go ahead and see. This is my beautiful view, and you can see it's so golden and so beautiful, and you know, you got to have the beautiful sun, the beautiful rainbow out there, right? I mean, that is just fun. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, everybody. Kind of threw me off there. Khalid is with us. He's a friend. Let's see. So we've got Samantha and Khalid. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is my wonder. Oh, I got my neighbors, everything checking out. It's like, what's going on over there? What are you guys doing? But I was hoping we could catch the double rainbow today, but you know, I don't think that's going to be the case. But this is why, even though, Justine's saying apparently we got rain down here. Yeah, we got a little bit earlier, although we wouldn't have the rainbow. But this is why, even when I go on vacation, this is the end of my vacation. I will be back to work Monday. We don't tend to go places because look at that. Where do we need to go, right? That is just absolutely stunning. Really love that. Samantha, you know, I don't have a problem having moderators. The issue is I don't generally schedule my lives. I think the only live that I had scheduled was with Lori when we did our crochet duel. And if you haven't checked that one out, you really need to. There are some prizes involved, just saying. Check it out on both channels because again, there are prizes involved. You might want to do that. But yeah, we're getting the wind and everything, but wow, I just thought it's beautiful. I had to come out and say hello. Come on, puppy. Yeah, so that's the thing. And then it was funny too because we had the scheduled live with Lori, and you know, both of us, because it was scheduled, we're not ready. You know how that goes. You've heard me talk about my feral puppy. This is the little guy right here. This is Arlo. He's my little feral puppy. Yeah, all right, baby. Yeah. So he's a little guy that likes to get me up really early in the morning. And, you know, even on vacation, I don't get to sleep in. What is my other channel? I only have this channel, Another Yarn. Lori has the channel Armchair Chef. So those are the channels. We did a live hashtag crochet duel, and we did that one together. So it's streamed on both channels. And there are prizes on both channels, so it's definitely take a chance, listen to it and everything, and that would be great. Yeah, I'm in, you know, like center Colorado and everything, not too far from the Denver area, but I've got a little bit of you know, that country view going on. Again, this is why we don't go anyplace, because think about it. If we were to do a bed and breakfast, my husband and I have talked about that. And yes, I am in Colorado. My husband and I have talked about the whole bed and breakfast thing and stuff like that. Hello, how are you doing? I've got the twins with me today. That is absolutely wonderful. But when we talk about a bed and breakfast, normally hey buddy, oh, hi. You saying hi? Okay. Normally when we talk about that, it's you want to go someplace that isn't like what you already have, right? You want something special and wonderful and something that you can, you know, the things that make all your friends jealous. Well, this is what I have. Look, you see, and we get rainbows above right over here all the time. Every time it rains, we get rainbows. We get some stunning ones. I really need to pull out that video where we had the double rainbow because I've never seen that before, and it was a double rainbow and you could see it on both sides, and I had it on the short, and I also have a still photo of it, and it was absolutely stunning. I've never seen that. But I mean, I've seen double rainbows like just the end, but not the whole thing. So, oh, it looks like we had somebody that maybe either typed too much or did something that they weren't supposed to. Night came in, so I don't know. I don't have it set up too well. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Susan. How are you doing? You know, like I was saying, this is just a typical. Hi, Hussam. How are you doing today? It's nice to see you here. Like I said, we got the twins joining us, and it's your birthday tomorrow. I do happen to know that. It is your birthday. Happy early birthday. So yeah, I was gonna text and everything, but you know, there you go. You guys caught me. So happy early birthday. What time is it for you? As I know right here it's 8:12 p.m., but I have no idea for you. How far am I from the DI airport? About an hour. About an hour. It depends on who's driving. When I'm driving, closer to an hour and a half. But normal people, it's about an hour. You know, anyone who knows me and has ever driven with me knows that's true. So that's just how that goes. I drive, and what is it? I joke and everything. I drive like an old lady. I'm like, yeah, I drive like a grandma. That's what it is. You drive like a grandma. Yeah, that's okay. At least I drive in the right-hand lane and you can pass me. So I'm not driving in the fast lane. So there is that, right? But look at that. Isn't it just stunning? I mean, the whole way. I ignore the houses that are there. To me, I don't see them at all. I just see the meadows and everything that are behind the houses, and it just, to me, I just have the best view ever. That's, you know, like I said, we're in a community, but it doesn't seem like it. Samantha, I'm not going to give that information, but thank you for asking. Yeah, Colorado's good enough, right? Colorado. But, so let's see if I can stand up. What do we got going on? Let me move over a little bit. So we got the clouds. What I wanted to do is to come out here in the morning when the little feral guy gets me up. Yeah, he's a feral puppy, he really is. But when my little feral puppy gets me up, I wanted to go ahead and do a live to where you can see the sunrise coming in, because sometimes, oh my gosh, it is so bright and red and absolutely stunningly beautiful. And I think that would be a gorgeous thing for everybody to see. But right now we're getting to where, you know, it's getting ready to go down. Yep. Mary, yeah, it has been such a blessing. We have been here for 2 years and absolutely love it. And it's taken my husband a little while to convince me that, you know, honey, you can take time off from work and we don't have to go places. We don't have to do anything fancy. Where would we go? I mean, we could go places, but why? This is our view. You know, normally if people take a vacation, especially when you want to talk about, hey, I want to go take a vacation in Colorado. We drove by a campsite earlier today, Jellystone Park, right? You know, I was out with some friends, and it is packed wall to wall with campers right now. I got a better view than they do. I mean, no joke. I 100% have a better view than what those campers have. And I don't know where they came from, you know, whether they were in state and they decided to, you know, go camping, or if they're out of state and traveling to Colorado. But if you want this type of view, normally as a bed and breakfast, you're paying big time. I'm like, nah, we're good. We're good. Susan, yeah, I mean, it is kind of a funny one, you know. I guess it's one of those things of be happy with what you have and be thankful for the blessings. And this is a blessing. This my house, the fact that we have this, and you know, we don't generally feel a need to go anywhere. Now, I may or may not have gone to a yarn store with my friends earlier today, and I may or may not have picked up a sweater's quantity worth of yarn. I mean, you know, just, yes, you know, I sent a picture to my husband and he's like, ooh, cool, you gonna make me a sweater? So there is that. But other than that, you know, I get most of my stuff when I'm driving home from work, right? You know, go grocery shopping or anything like that, and don't really feel a need to take off too much more after that. You know, I'm comfortable. We have everything that we want here, and just like I said, the beautiful views. You can just come out here, sit on the deck, listen to music, podcasts, whatever, and just enjoy the view. Watch the sun come up, watch the sun go down. And if it gets too hot, we have furniture below this deck, since this deck is obviously on the second floor, but we do have furniture on the main level, so we can be under there, and then the sun's not beating on you quite as much. So we have options to still have the same view, which is fantastic. So, oh, Mary, you're in East Texas. How's the weather there? Let's see. And Samantha says, have you been to a Buc-ee's game before? It's the largest gas station convention. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The yarn. Oh my gosh. Yes. Of course. Okay. What color do you think it is? Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Guess. What color do you think it is? What color yarn do you think I got? And what time is the sunset? You know, I didn't actually look. I did not. I came out. Figured I would, because the meadows back there were just glowing. They were so pretty and glowing. And as soon as I grabbed my stuff, I noticed the rainbow. So I definitely wanted to set up. I didn't look at any of that stuff. Let's see. So we got blue as a guest. We've got yellow as a guest. We've got green as a guest, and red and gold. Oh, Mary, you're the closest. It is a Malabrigo yarn, and I will show it. I don't have it right here with me, but it is a Malabrigo yarn, and it is like gold, and it's got black, and it's Malabrigo rich, saturated colors. You know how Malabrigo is. It is stunning, and I had sent a picture of that to my husband, and he's like, oh, love that. Hi, Landa. How are you doing today? Yeah, you missed it. We had the rainbow when I first came out, and figured I would go ahead and show that. And I'm gonna have to repost that double rainbow that I got from my deck right here. And I got both sides of it. The whole rainbow, double rainbow, both sides. So I really need to post that one. I'd not seen that before. And yep, so we got a couple people from Texas, so that's wonderful. Hi, Kayla, how are you doing? It's nice to have you here. Let's see, what was for dinner tonight? I had coconut encrusted chicken thighs. So it's a combination of sweetened or unsweetened coconut, shredded coconut, turmeric, gives it a beautiful color, extra flavor, a little bit of garlic, some salt, some pepper, and then rolling that on the chicken and baking that. And it is really, really tasty. So we had that and broccoli. So that was good. Great, got my daughter's, the cat she has been wanting for years. Oh, nice. She's happy. Hi, Joanne. Welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. Yeah, my husband likes my cooking, no doubt about that. Hi, Leanne. Thank you for joining me. Figured I would do the on deck. I had a lot of people comment they missed the deck, and I did too. You know, with it getting colder, I didn't do the evenings in the deck and just sitting out here and enjoying that. And I have my little setup, but when I first came out, there was a rainbow, and I didn't want to miss that because, you know, rainbows don't wait for you. They don't wait for you. So I had that all set up, and I'm here. I am just holding my phone in my hand. I mean, crazy. But pizza sounds good. I haven't had pizza in a while. That does sound good. So have to enjoy something like that again. But anyway, what is everyone doing tonight? I mean, yeah, isn't that gorgeous, land? I mean, just this is my regular view, and this is why I'm on vacation right now. I go back to work Monday, but this is why we didn't actually go do anything crazy, because why? Look at that. That's, I mean, you know, as far as views are going, I'm pretty happy. We're pretty pleased. We're blessed. Where do I find my little girl sweater dress patterns? The ones that I've made, if you're talking about the one that's on the community tab, that was in my head. A lot of times for my daughter's or granddaughter's sweaters, I just kind of free wing it, and every one of them has been different, every single one of them, because of that. And Mary is working on wash rags, and Kayla's working on crocheting a tank top. And Landa Rose says hubby's barbecuing tonight for, oh, that's wonderful. And yeah, tonight is a fend for yourself night. I get that. Yep. And what do I have? I just finished a pair of socks. Oh my goodness. So that is the second pair. I'll show that Monday. That's a second pair of socks this year. Holy cow. So I'm really working on trying to get those Christmas ones done. Thought that was kind of important. Hi, Claudia. First time ever I've seen you live. Hi, everybody else. Yeah, you know, it's a beautiful evening. We had the rainbow earlier. Figured I would come out and say hello to everybody. And Len is making Juan's Chunky Monkey Market Bag right now. I know Mama Wench keeps talking about that one. She keeps singing a jingle about that one. And Samantha says cottage core mosaic blanket and granny square blanket and butterfly mosaic blanket. Oh, you've got a lot of blankets going. I think I have a few going too. I just don't admit to them. Nope. But I think I do have a few. I was kind of contemplating cleaning my yarn room earlier. That's as far as that got. And I noticed all the blankets I have in the works. And I need to work on them right now because the collecting for Camp Boggy Creek is going to be gearing up in August. So it's a good time for me to clean up some of them, weave in the ends, make the embellishments that I want to make, and get my first batch ready to send. That's my goal anyway, and I think that would be a lot of fun to just get those ready to go off. I also worked with the Big Twist yarn, Joanne's Big Twist Rave. I bought a bunch. I don't know if you saw that one. I had a huge box. I bought a lot of the neon colors, way too much. It was a good sale and I overbought. And I cast on a hat with that. And because Lori from the Armchair Chef had made reference to my strawberry hat, where I did all the little strawberries at the bottom, and then just a regular knit hat, and then that was the knit one, and then in the crocheted one I did all crocheted little strawberries and then a crocheted hat. She'd commented on the knit one that it was very plain, just like a knitting machine, nothing fancy. So for the Rave yarn, I did a cable hat. So I do have texture in it. I do have different designs. And that was because, you know, she was ribbing me. I mean, it's good-natured ribbing, but it's still ribbing, right? So I thought that was pretty good. And Lan, you're trying to figure out what fiber... Yeah, I know. I have been looking at the Fiberflex patterns too. And there's some nice ones, but none of them that are just calling... Oh, thank you so much, Miguel. That's a wonderful view. Thank you so much. Or no, that's not Miguel. No. I'm so sorry. So now that's a pretty rainbow. Wish I had the yarn for that color. Yes. I did the same. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And Claudia has socks on the needles now. Needs to make 6 more. Oh my gosh, 6 blankets. That's a lot. And the emotional support chicken. Looks like it's all the rave now. Yeah, I've made 3 of those little chickens. I have. Yeah. Yep. And the strawberry hat I thought was great. So that was the reason I did the embellished or more ornate hat out of the Rave yarn, was because Lori was picking at me. Good-natured, of course. I mean, we do it back and forth, so that's how that works, right? It's the way to deal with things. You know, that's how it works. But if you haven't seen for Lori, she is changing how she's doing the Mystery Yarn Challenge. August is probably the last one, and then she did say she has something else planned for September, but I do not know what it is. I'm sorry, Mary, as soon as I said that, I'm like, that is not Miguel. That is, you know, you could tell by the look on my face. I'm like, no, that is not. I just said the wrong name. I was just watching Miguel on his live. He had a live a couple days ago, and I was watching that one, so I had that one kind of stuck in my brain. I do apologize. Yep. Landa Rose, are you going to make one of the strawberry hats? I mean, the patterns for those I thought was really nice. The stitch tutorial for the strawberry was either crocheted or knit, and I thought they both looked fabulous. I really did. And whatever it is that you want to work with, they definitely work. Hi Heather, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining and popping in. And Samantha, as far as the Boggy Creek blankets, I'm not sure how long they're going to continue. So I think this is the 3rd year that they're collecting. This is Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too, and her mother they were part of her mother and her women's group. It was one of their service projects, and they started collecting blankets for Camp Boggy Creek. The first year they collected over 300. The second year, which was this last year, it was like 1,090. They were hoping to get 700. They wanted to double their number. And for this year, they're looking for 2,025. So if you're so inclined and you want to make a blanket, by all means, they would be more than happy to accept it. You know, there's no demand as far as that. No one's telling you have to. There's size requirements for that. But, you know, and they're going for the kids. And if you're making things anyway. Hi, JB. How are you doing? It's nice to see you here. It was nice to join the live with you with Mama Wench. That was really wonderful. I thought that was fun. Yep. Yep. So let's see. And Lisa, thank you for being here. You just found me. I always love hearing knitting crochet talk. I know, you know, it's like my husband, he's like, enough, right? You know, so I love this. This is a great outfit. This is a great outlet to do that, to because everyone here understands. We're all kind of liking the same things, right? Susan's making a sleeveless single granny square top for her girlfriend, for my girlfriend's birthday this month, plus a granny square bag for another friend, a hexagon cardi, and a shawl. Nice. I made a hexagon cardie. I did. I made one. That was a lot of fun. And Heather hosted a picnic today. Last guest left and just cleaned up. A little tired. Crochet. Thought she'd listen to the chat. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. Thank you. And Amber, my dear, just watched your haul video and loved it. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go check that one out. That sounds like fun. And how long have I been crocheting for? If that question's for me, I started crocheting when I was 10, so over 40 years ago. Yeah, that's true. And knitting, I keep saying 25 years, but pretty sure it's longer than that. I don't remember how many years I really started knitting, but there's that. And let's see, Amber's playing around with Tunisian hooks and one of the MDL crochet tutorials for a dishcloth. And thank you. And Landa Rose just finished 2 Tunisian asymmetrical shawls. I'm still working on mine. I'm doing, I think it's the honey cow, or I don't remember the name of it, but TL Craft. I'm doing a Tunisian shawl, and I've got 2 skeins of yarn into it, and it's on hold at the moment because there's other things. Let's see. Samantha, you've been crocheting for 3 years. That's wonderful. You know, it's all using yarn, right? There's no really, if you like what you're doing, there's no right or wrong. And if you're having fun with it, you're doing it right. That's how that works. So welcome to the crocheting world, right? Ah, that's it, the Lamia shawl. Yeah, thanks. There you go. That's the one I'm working on. Yeah. But I do have 2 skeins into it. I've got to grab the other skein of yarn and attach that, and then it'll get some more work on it. Let's see, Amber's thinking of going to Michael's tomorrow and possibly picking up some knitting needles. Hey, did I hear that Michael's has new colors of the Blossom Cakes yarn? I think Erin was talking about that. I was watching Erin earlier. She was saying that there were different colors with that. They've got new Caron cakes. I don't know if it was the Blossom ones or something else, but she did mention the new Caron cakes. So I'll have to check those out. Yep. My Michael's that's local to me, nah, it's one of those you might as well not even go in. I still do, but it's an exercise, and what is it? Insanity. You keep expecting something different, and it's not the way it is. Yeah, that's how that works. Lisa says, I'm working on a Sweet Shop blanket, the Jelly Roll blanket, and tons of socks. Yes, I just finished my 2nd pair of socks for the year. Those will be on Monday's video that I'll be showing those, and I'm really happy to have gotten that because, socks trip me up. I can make them, I do every year, but I give so many of them away every year that, I get down to the wire, so it's nice to start this early. So that's really helpful. Let's see. Samantha, when I get a P.O. box, I haven't gone to get a P.O. box. I'll end up putting that in my description box. But until then, I'm just not really comfortable with just tossing my address out there. But I greatly appreciate it. That is wonderful sentiment. Thank you so much. And oh, you're crocheting socks. Okay. I have crocheted socks before. I wasn't good at it. I didn't get a good fit with them. I do my socks knitting, and I can do better with those. But yeah, I didn't do too well. I was always working with computers, Landa. 74 Fox, what is it, 25 Bravo. They changed my nomination the whole time, but it started out as a 74 Fox, computer programmer analyst back in the 80s. Yeah, it's before they really had anything going on in computers, but that's what they called it. Have I heard of summer sock camp put on by, ooh, somebody mistook me for the crazy sock lady earlier on when I first started doing videos, and I watched a couple, but I didn't follow that one, so I'm gonna have to check that out. And knitting mittens, yeah, I do a lot of the fingerless gloves, and I had somebody comment, it's like, well, that's stupid, why would you make those? Like, because some people like them, that's why. I thought that was funny. Oh, so hubby was a 92 Alpha logistics supply for the Apache in Fort Hood. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's see, where did I go? I went to, Germany was my first duty station, Würzburg, Germany, and I was in Fort Lee, Virginia, and I was at Fort Bragg, and my husband was in Hawaii, and yeah, so, we traveled around a little, but, not a ton. But overall, I did 27 years, though, so, lived to tell about it. Samantha, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, buddy. So here's for me, an added benefit, this little guy. Look at this. With me being out here, he's like, okay, I'll come say hi. You remember your belly? And that's what he'll do. He'll lift up one leg, and that is him giving you his belly, because he won't roll on his back. He won't do any of that other stuff. We pretty much rescued him, and this is it. This is him giving him his belly. That's it right there. He's like, there you go. Yeah, he's a sweetie. He really is. This is our Sheba. He's the youngest. He's a little over 2 years old. We have two others that are the reds. If you look at the Dogecoin, that's what they look like. And they are 11 years old. And Claudia's working on pair number 3 for her socks for the Summer Sock Club with the Crazy Sock Lady. Lots of socks being posted on her Ravelry. Okay. So are you doing pattern socks, or are you doing like a vanilla sock? Is the pair of socks I just finished are the Monkey Socks by Cookie A. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. Well, hi. Are you, okay, okay. Well, we're already outside. What's going on? What's going on? I don't get it. There's no telling. There's no telling. I mean, if we were inside, I could see him going outside, but, you know, we're outside. I don't get it. You rescued your baby Einstein. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's definitely a rescue. We got him. He, you know, he's really gentle, but he's had a hard life, and we've just been spoiling him since, so there's no doubt about that. This is a Shiba. So we have all 3 of our dogs are Shiba Inus. This is a small Japanese dog. And his coloring is the sesame color. You don't see this one as much. You see a lot of the reds, red or white. But he's our little sesame guy. And yeah, so he brings a lot of joy to our lives, and he's funny. He likes my husband, but he's afraid of my husband. So even though my husband's been feeding him for 2 years, he can't pet him. He's getting better. He'll do it in certain places. Then he'll let you touch him and everything. But like this, yeah. My husband just wants to pick him up and love on him. He's like, no, that's not happening. Hey, buddy. Say hi. You say hi? Oh. You say hi? No? Okay. No. No. Ooh, we're getting some pretty cloud changing over here now. All right. Getting some evening stuff coming in. That's Arlo. That was his name when we got him, and I thought that sounded neat, so we just left it like that. So Claudia, you do a basic plain foot with an afterthought heel and a simple stuff on the legs. So the ones that I'm doing right now are the Monkey Socks by Cookie A. An easy repeat pattern. They're not the simple vanilla sock, but they might as well be. And I'll do the for these, I've done the patterning on the top of the foot, but just the stockinette for the bottom of the foot. And yeah, so, and a lot of the other socks I do are the just the simple plain vanilla socks. Now, in the past, I have done a lot more patterned socks. Let's see. So who was it? Hunter Hammerson. I don't know if you've ever looked at Hunter Hammerson socks. Which one is it? Curio Cabinet? I don't remember what book. But I did some test knitting for Hunter Hammerson years ago, and in some of the first editions of the books, my name is listed in there as a tester, and I made the actual socks. Not all of them, but there were a couple of them that I made the socks for the book. But that's a lot of years ago. I also did test knitting for Knit Picks years ago too. You know, I did it while it was fun. When it wasn't fun, I moved on. That's how that goes. I use size 1s for my socks. I used to use 0s, but now I'm just using the size 1s. And I generally cast on 64 stitches to 72 stitches. Just depends on what I'm in the mood for and who they're going for. So that's how I do mine. Yeah, my puppy's adorable. He is. Oh, did you guys see on the community tab? I don't have it with me. I have the Grinch. So I'm doing that because somebody had asked me. Oh yeah, on the live, Lori and I were talking about it. She hasn't turned on her memberships yet, but I have mine on. And she commented on, well, I wouldn't know what to offer. Well, that's not an offer necessarily that's on the YouTube thing, but as I like to say, I like to do things extra. So one of the Grinches, I am giving away that to one lucky member on the 1st of August. So I'll be sending that out. So yeah, I've been having fun with those little Grinches. That whole Christmas in July thing, I have a few of those done. I've got one of them completely done, and I've got a couple more in the works. I've got to finish the faces on them, so that'll be 3 of them, right? So I'm working on those. Well, you know, I got to make an extra one so I can give it away, right? But they're cute. Might as well share them. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So fancy test knitter, yeah. Well, I did, you know, in some of the earlier days with Ravelry, you had there was a Ravelry test group, and I was definitely very active on that. So I've done quite a few test knits for multiple different different designers because it was fun. That's all there is to it. It was fun. It was helping out, and I did it while it was fun. And then when I wanted to do other things, I just moved on. That's how that goes. August 1st is your daughter's birthday, who will be 17. Oh, son will be 25 in December. Yep. So August 1st is my unofficial birthday also. And the reason I say that is my actual birthday is the 13th of August, but my unofficial one was August the 1st, 1979 is when I was adopted. That was when my official adoption paperwork went through. So every year, my mom and I, we would call each other back and forth. She's passed now, but when she was alive, we would call each other, and that was my special day. That was my birthday, you know. I guess nowadays people call it as your gotcha day, you know, if you have adopted children, is that's the day that they were able to get their child. So there you go. And Turtle says, the face on your Grinch was super adorable. The leftover sock yarn was the perfect shade of yellow. It really was, and I thought that was adorable. So I've got the other two I'm working on, and I've got to redo the mouth because it's not as cool. But that mouth made it, you know, the whole eyes, and then that bullion stitch for the yellow. I was impressed. I'm just saying, because normally the embroidery, as my husband says, it's always crooked. It's always crooked. It's just, he's like, honey, you're adding a little too much character with that one, right? You know, so I'm working on it, working on it. And Samantha, what's the game over for? I don't get it. Are you watching a game or what? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, my birthday is in August. It's just not August the 1st. So, but yeah, so that's my fun stuff. So Landa, happy birthday to your daughter a little bit early and everything. And I get that with a 17-year-old. Yeah. I mean, all my kids are adults now and we got the grandkids, but I remember it wasn't that long ago. At least it doesn't seem like it was, but it was. I don't know. Samantha's just doing some funny face emojis. I don't know. You find new keys? That's fun. But 17 and 25, yeah, a little bit of a split. My kids were closer. The first two were 2 years and 11 months. The next one was 1 year and 11 months. And after that, I stopped because I kind of knew what that trend was, right? You know, like it was a year and 11 months apart for each one. I'm like, we're not doing it 11 months. We're not doing it. Linda, you have no idea. I mean, you're right here at 17 and 25, and I've got a 31-year-old son. 26 to 31 are my age ranges, right? I've got 3 kids. I'm like, holy cow. I'm like, how did this even happen? You know, how are they already adults and they have their own kids? And I mean, just, you know, it's amazing. It is amazing. And, you know, everyone always says it, and it's a blink of an eye and to deal with it. But, yeah, there you go. It's fast. Turtle says, my adoption gotcha story is a sweet one. I love that you and your mom celebrated that. Yeah, we did. We really did. It was our special day, and I would always call her, or she would call me. Mary, your son's 36. Yep. See, how is that a thing? How is that a thing? I don't know. It's just crazy. And 38 and 37, Leanne. Yeah. It's like, do I ever feel like, how do I have a 36-year-old when I'm 36? Yes. Yes, I really do. You know, I'm 54, and it's like, when did that happen? I don't remember. I feel like I've lost a decade or two, if that makes any sense. Hi, Christy, welcome. Thanks for joining me. We had, when I first started the live, you could see the rainbow right above my head. So we had a little bit of a sprinkling earlier, and there, it was just beautiful. And we're hoping that we get some more colors in, but not really. We had some little red and everything over there, but that kind of changed, a little cloudy. You know, might as well come sit on the deck. Lori had commented on that too, of me coming out and doing the deck videos again. And Mary says her boys are 32 and 28 and 1 granddaughter. Yeah, we've got 5 grandkids, 3 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. And Susan says I have a daughter 29 and a son 26. I'm 54 as well. See, you know, that's not old. We're doing good. We got it. We're doing fantastic, right? We got this. Life is grand. Hi, Deborah. How are you doing? And people talk about retro yarns and retro colors, and I'm like, weren't those just 10 years ago? Oh my gosh. Did you see the meme where people talk about it that, you know, are elevated in age? That's a good way to put it. You know, how we do math, counting on the year 2000, as in we start from 2000. When somebody says it's 1985, you're thinking, oh, that's 15 years ago. I am so guilty of that. It's not 15 years ago, by the way. It's not. No, it's not. What was it that The Cookie A pattern, it's that I'm working on the socks. It's by Cookie A. It's monkey socks. Came out in 2006. I thought I didn't know math because I did that math. I'm like, that's 18 years. I know math. That's 18 years. And I thought I was wrong. I'm like, no. Hi, Molly. I'm like, how did that pattern, because I remember when it came out, everyone made that pattern, right? You know, just, I'm like, I remember when that pattern came out. How is that 18 years ago? It just, no. That's crazy. And Thrifty Crocheter saying hi to everyone too, you know. Yeah, it is, Turtle, it's one of those things. It is very true. We think of it as, somebody had commented on, they had gotten a car, and, you know, it was 2001, 2000, you know, it was around that turn of the century, so to speak, and I'm thinking, oh, not bad, it's not a bad used car. No. If it's in the it's already, what is it, over 20 years old, they consider it a classic? I'm like, the car that they had was definitely not a classic, but you know what I'm getting at. I'm like, but it didn't dawn on me that, oh, you just bought a 20-plus-year-old used car, right? Because, yeah, yeah, that's just one of those crazy ones. When I saw that meme, it made total sense because I realized that's exactly what I do. Molly says it blows my youngest mind when you say 1900 something. Yeah. Well, don't you love it when something asks your age and you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're scrolling back? Because that's where I'm at. I'm scrolling back. 1969, I mean, you know, you're like, oh, you know, it's like, we're not starting at 2000. I got to go through all the 2000s. Yeah, no, that's it. Thrifty Crochet says it's 10:41 and dark out, but this live style has some daylight. Yeah, I'm in Colorado, and it is 8:43 for me. And let's see if we can see the clouds and what we've got going on. Might as well see that. But yeah, this is why I don't go places, because, you know, that's my view. Like, why do you need to go places? I just look over all the other houses. That's how that works. There are books set in the 80s and 90s that are considered, no, you can't. That is so terrible. No, 80s and 90s is historical fiction. No, that's terrible. Yep. Samantha, I have no idea how long the live streams are because I don't actually plan them. I just start blabbering and people either listen or they go away. Sometimes. So they're not really planned. I don't know. They're not a set schedule. Yeah, Deborah, you're scrolling to 61. Yeah, you get it. It's like, holy cow. Come on, keep going. You go like that and you hold it and you flick it really fast and you hope it moves quickly. You're like, just keep going. Just keep going. Yep. It's like, yes, please, to more deck live streams. Oh, yeah, I'm going to definitely do more on the nicer days. This is kind of why I don't necessarily plan them, is when I'm feeling good, or, you know, I didn't even check the hair, but whatever. You know how that goes. I'm like, okay, let's go out and play. Yep. Oh, 100 in Portland. Oh, it's feeling great here right now. It is. And Mary, I love the 80s too. There's no doubt about that. And you're doing market preps, Christy. What kind of market are you going to? Are you a vendor? And yeah, Claudia, I guess I did start about, 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I did. And did you get all of your squares done yet? Now, is that one to me or to somebody else? Because I'm continuing to do squares. I'm putting those together to make Camp Boggy Creek blankets. So I'm going to continue to do those. And well, thank you, Mary. Thank you for saying I look marvelous. I appreciate that. And mosaic, I think I have, but I can't remember the project. Oh yeah, I did. I did a mosaic bag. Yeah, I did a couple videos on that. It was my first time doing that, so it was a first. I did mosaic, I worked on some brioche, and I was doing all sorts of different techniques that, it wasn't planned like that, but it kind of worked that way, of different things. I think the mosaic bag was for one of the things we're making Thursday. That month they were doing bags, and I came across that and thought I could do it. And what I liked about it is grafts don't care what you're using, whether it's knitting, crocheting, the mosaic, Tunisian, it doesn't matter. So even if you get a graft that's knitting, you can still crochet it, or the other way around. And it says, That's how we get arthritis, all that. Yeah, no kidding. What, with the thumbs, with the phones like this, that's what does it. You know, that's true. Christy says, no, I'm doing a market prep. Thought I was saying hi to someone with that handle. Oh, okay. Not doing one. All right. And Samantha's trying to say, try the cottage core mosaic blanket by Little Green Feather. Oh, look at that. That sounds neat. Are the lights coming on? Oh, look. Okay. So we have, what's the word? Solar lights. Can you see along the fence line? Yeah. So all along the fence line, we have the solar lights, and we also have the little torches. So right now, because it's the summertime, when they light up like that, it'll be like that until, like, sometimes when I get up in the morning, the lights are still on because they are solar, and there's so much light during the day that works. Yep. And so Mary still hasn't started her mosaic yet. Things we're making Thursday, yeah, that's not catchy at all. We're still working on the amigurumi, and I'm having fun with all the Grinches. There's no doubt about that. Let's see, can we see any of the other lights over here? So we've got those on the whole perimeter. Yeah, you can see on the perimeter right there. That's our fence line. So we have that lit up the entire year, and it's fun. It's one of those, we were walking in the neighborhood when we first moved into the neighborhood, and we saw other people had those, and I'm like, what? And I thought they were just plug-in, and some of them are, but these are solar, and you know, hubby and I came out and we put all of them up, and they've been here for 2 years now, so that works. And then we've got the, I don't know if we can see the torches. Let's see, can we see the torches? Not really. Got the little torch ones, the little flickering torches also. So we have all the cool solar stuff in here, and you know, like, you can definitely see our yard. There's no doubt about that. Oh, that's looking pretty. We've got a little bit of light shining through back over there. But that's what we've got going on. What time did I wake up this morning? The dog got me up at 4:58. And then I let him out, and then I promptly went back to bed because, you know, I'm on vacation, and I really don't like to get up when the hour starts at 4 or 5 for that matter on vacation. He still gets me up. He does not care. And then I go back to sleep. And my husband and I spoil each other, and I will wake up and there's a cup of coffee at the head of my bed. And, you know, our bed, you know, but he gets up and feeds the dogs, and he'll bring me coffee. Or if I get up before him and feel like staying up, I'll bring him coffee because, you know, we spoil each other. That's what you do. See, do the neighbors decorate for Hanukkah or Christmas? You must have a cherry winter. Well, you know, there's a lot of Christmas lights, and even though we have these lights on our property line right there, we don't have all the Christmas lights. Hubby and I keep talking about it. We just haven't gotten them to put up on the house. And some people will decorate for Hanukkah. They'll do the both and everything as far as that goes. Yep. So. But it is nice to see that. You know, unfortunately, I think people decorate more for Halloween, and I appreciate decorating for Christmas more than Halloween. But you know, I think people are now getting into that more. You'll have the huge blow up skeletons and everything else, and they put the lights out, and you know, they treat it like Christmas. They just do, and that's just kind of weird. But that seems to be the new trend, is the Halloween as opposed to Christmas. I like Christmas too, and it's fun right now, obviously, working on the Christmas stuff. Not just the Christmas in July challenge from Lori from the Armchair Chef, but also the Grinch stuff. I'm having fun with that, and making my socks, which are Christmas presents that I do for my family every year. So really working on trying to get some of that Christmas stuff done. The granddaughter was over, the youngest one, and she wanted socks. I don't make socks for the babies. They lose socks, they misplace them, but she was adorable. That little chicken in a basket, somebody was saying use that as a sock for her. It was a little small for her, but she was so cute. She put that on, and then she lifted up her other little naked foot and everything. She lifted that up in the air because she wanted a second one. I don't have a second one, but she wanted it, and she was asking for a second one, so that was cute. And then she was carrying the Grinch around, and my husband was laughing. He said, I thought you lost the Grinch. I'm like, yeah, she set it down. I took it back. I'll give her one. But I like to at least have the video, have the stuff for the weekly video and the end of month, right? You know, so I'm going to hold on to it for a little while longer, then I'll give it to her. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm definitely decorated for the snowflies. This is just how we have our stuff normally set up with the lights. It's just, we really liked all that stuff. How did I come up with my channel name? I have gone by another yarn for at least a decade on different channels. So it's a play on words, another yarn being a tale, a story. This is storytelling, right? So I have done that for at least a decade. Let's see. I did set the bar high with that first Grinch. I did, because that mouth and everything, the expression is perfect. And I've got 2 more of them. I've got the bodies crocheted. I have to put the tuft of hair on it, and I've got to do the scarf. But I have the bodies crocheted. I put the eyes and nose on them. I'm okay with those. But that mouth, they look special. Yeah, they look special. They need a little help, so I kind of have to fix that. And I think I'm just gonna cut the threads and everything and redo it, because I'm not happy with it, and I don't think I'm gonna be happy giving them away. I mean, I'll be happy giving them away. But I think you know what I'm getting at. I won't be happy with how well they turned out, especially since that first one was perfect. I mean, just seeing that one against the designers, I mean, it was just, that's surprising, because that's not normally how that works. But that was funny. Oh yeah, you know, Leanne, I'm planning on doing that again this year. That was a lot, but I plan on doing that again this year. We had a lot of fireworks, Susan, this year also, and that just meant me staying inside and snuggling the dog, because he gets freaked out about that, very much so. Let's see, and Turtle says, your channel name is proper. Yeah, it is. You are an amazing storyteller, especially now with this live and discussing things on the fly. You know, all my stuff is on the fly. I don't generally plan out, which I probably shouldn't say that, or I probably should plan it, who knows. I don't really plan out my stuff. I mean, we have specific days. I'll do things for Thursday, so I'll have something planned, like I made something. I made the Grinch. Good. But I don't have a story for it, right? You know, it's the whole thing. As soon as I turn on the camera, it's all on the fly. Earlier on, there were some book reviews that I did, and I was reading them, you know, and looking at the titles and the author and trying to come up with a good intro. And those were the hardest ones for me, because it wasn't that natural on the fly. And those, I think, were some of my worst. So maybe that's an excuse for not wanting to prep. I don't know. So that's how that works. But that's just how I've done mine. Everyone does things differently. There's a lot of things I've wanted to say and forgot about because of it. But you know, that's just how my brain's working, and you get to see it right then in the natural. Do we have anything else showing over here? Let's see. Some more clouds. You can see the difference when you go, like the dark to the light. Look at how blue it is over here. I mean, look at that. I mean, it does not look like the same place, does it? There you go. Look at that evening sky. That is not even an evening sky. It looks like we got another hour or two. We don't, but it looks like it, right? Look how pretty that is. Yep. So, yeah. Let's see. Am I tired tonight? Not really. I mean, like I said, I've been on vacation and I've really enjoyed my time. Unfortunately, I have been staying up way too late, and that's going to really kick me in the backside come Monday morning. As normally during when I'm not on vacation, I'm in bed about 9. I just, you know, like right now would be my bedtime. It's like time to set down, go to sleep, what have you, because regardless, the puppy's going to get me up. And getting up right now with him, get up, let him out, that's not a big deal, because I can go back to bed. On a work day, that's not the case. Gotta go to work, right? You know, somebody has to afford my yarn habit, right? I think it's me, right? Somebody has to afford that. So that's how that works. But yeah, isn't it just crazy though, from the difference from the sky? Look at that. So just, I don't want to make people sick, but to see, look at this. Just like, okay, we're definitely different. And I love that fire look right there. That's just, oh my gosh, that is just great. And let's see, with my husband keeps asking me to wind that with the anniversary yarn. I've got other things that I'm working on, and truthfully, I really wanted to make him a sweater with it. You know, I wanted to work with that, and I was looking at the calculations, because on his arcane fiber sweater, the one that's doing with the Saint Nick color, I used portions of 10 skeins of yarn, right? And that was the Aran weight, 180 yards per skein. But with fingering, I could do it with 5.5, 6 skeins. I could, and I was thinking about that, and he loves that color. But I'd have to order 2 more. That would hurt my feelings, right? Not at all. But when I was out and about today, I ended up picking up some Malabrigo One of their brands, Washted, W-A-S-H-T-E, Washted. Yeah, Washted. I don't know. But I got, and it's in a golden and black colorway, and I sent him pictures of that before I bought it. And he really liked that. So I was scrolling through going, okay, let's start another sweater. Let's start another sweater. So not really sure with the new colors he got me, because I wanted to do something for him with that, but 4 is not enough for, he's larger than I am. 4 is not going to be enough for him. Plenty for me, but not for him, you know. You know how that goes, right? But that's what I keep talking about is the fingering weight is a little bit more economical. You don't quite need as many, right? You just don't. It works that way. Let's see, I need to teach my feral puppy that if he gets up before 5, he needs to make mama some coffee. No kidding. And look at him, he's being cute right here. He's like, I'm gonna stay with you. It's getting dark out here. Look at that fire out there, that's pretty. I agree with you on that. Yep, get the P.O. box, and getting the yarn will be taken care of. Yeah, no kidding. You know, that has been on my list, is to get a P.O. box. I just, it's one of those that I just haven't gone down there to do. It's not hard. It's one of those like, really? You waited that long? Really? You waited that long? But then again, it took me, even though I qualified to turn memberships on for 10 months, it took me 10 months to turn it on. I just wanted to wait, make sure everything was going well. And, you know, like Lori says, is make sure you could give something that was special. I do sneak peeks and stuff like that. There's a couple sneak peeks out there right now and some early videos. And right now I'm going to give away one of the Grinches, because why not share? Because they're cute, right? Well, it's getting a little darker, and let's see. You want to say hi? Is it time to go? You want to go in? Do you want to go in the house? You can't even see you anymore. It's going to get a little bit darker out here, and my battery has already told me that you should probably hang up, and I would rather do it now before the battery goes dead, because I've done that before with the battery going dead, and then I was in this weird loop, and that didn't work. And I couldn't get in, the feed wouldn't let me back in to end the live properly. So I am going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, for coming along and joining me, and I will be doing more of these. Mary, I don't have an Amazon wish list. I guess that's another thing that I should probably do. I know, there's just stuff. So yeah, Fireball, how are you doing? Yeah, you just missed it. I have been on here for almost an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off, because as you can see, it's getting a little bit dark out here, right? And you know, it's not as much fun in the house. I mean, it is, but so definitely I will be coming out on the deck more throughout the year and just enjoying that and coming in impromptu. I love the impromptu, being able to say hi to whomever is available to show up, and it's always greatly appreciated. With that, I'm going to go ahead and figure out what button it is I have to push and tell everyone goodbye. You have a great night. Thanks everyone for showing up and being here with me. Bye everyone.